Okay, good morning, Ed. How are you doing today?
Good, man. How's NASCAR treating you up there in Charlotte?
Oh my God! Of course you would bring that up. We are so excited about. I mean, come on, it's right around the corner, man.
I'm gonna give it to you, dog. I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh my God! I mean, the Charlotte Motor Speedway is the greatest hangout, and I don't know if you ever went on the infield where the party really is, but man, it's quite the experience.
Oh yeah, we've been there. I did the what do you call the lap? The pace car. I did the pace car one year there.
Wow. And
I wasn't driving. I was just a passenger.
Have you driven on that track though? I mean, my God, it's like you just want to tip it over the car.
I know, and as close as they come to the walls, like what's wrong with these men? Seriously, what's wrong with you?
Man, you guys are gonna be playing in Charlotte on September 19th. Are you gonna be with Hootie the Blowfish?
Yes.
Dude, Charlotte.
And Edwin McCain, too.
Oh, my God. Edwin McCain would come to our studio. He was the most down-to-earth person. All of them are. Even Darius did a radio show with me where we just went in there and just yucked it up. I mean, that's what I love about you guys. You are such human beings that just happen to play a guitar.
And that's the beauty of this tour. We all knew each other before we got signed, and then we all got signed to the same label, and went through the same, immediate success. There were, and we'd call each other and go, "What is going on?" And they would go, "Like, what do you mean? What's going on?" Like, it was a fun time, and it still is. We enjoy each other's company, and Edwin's truly one of the funniest men I've ever.
He is.
Forget his voice being an angel, but truly one of the funniest men I've ever met in my life. He just sent me his new song last night. Just FYI, it is unbelievable.
Wow. Edwin is the first person that I ever saw play at Amos's that when the show was over, he just jumped out in the crowd and had a beer. I mean, it's like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. That's just, and it's, it's funny, like Mark from Hootie, he'll call me sometimes and he's driving, I guess, from Charleston to Nashville or something. And he goes, "Hey man, can I crash at your house?" I was like, "Well, I'm not home. Just call my wife and just let her know there's some strange man downstairs. You know where to go." So it's a very brotherly, respectful love of each other. And everybody's so proud of, there's no ego. Everybody's proud of each other.
Right. Is that the reason why a song like Mother's Love is so down to earth and relatable? I mean, even with the guitars, it just sounds like that we're just sitting right there in the living room with you and you go, "Hey, I got this idea. Let me just show you this song."
Well, that's exactly how I presented to the guys. And I had Mother's Love in there. I know it was a heavy riff, but and the guys were like, "No, man, that's, our mantra on tour is family first." And it's like, sing about our moms. Like, I of course wrote it for my mom, but it's very much every mother in the band. They've been nothing but supportive since day one. Never was like, "No, you need to go to college first." And, it was like, "Oh, you got a dream? Go for it. Let's go.
God.
We're right behind you."
No wonder I can relate with this song because my mother would sit with me in my bedroom while I was pretending to be a radio disc jockey. And I mean, I just, to this day, I feel like the presence of my mother is with me.
Well, that's great. That's what they're supposed to do. And hopefully, I don't know if you have children, I do, but I want to carry that same vibe over to my children.
Making a double album. My God, when I first heard about this, right away I went back to Frampton Comes Alive. It's like, who does a double album? You guys do.
Well, I grew up in that era, man. I loved it. From, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, to Exile, the Beatles' White Album, to Prince, to Frampton, to Bruce Springsteen, The River. Like, it was a dream of mine as a kid when I was just, like you said, sitting in front of the mirror. One day maybe I'll get signed to a deal. And if I am, man, how cool would it be to do a double album?
Yeah. So now, were there any songs that were left on the cutting room floor then? I mean, how do you decide? I mean, to do one album, I mean, there's some competition there between the songs. But when you do a double album, that opens up the playing field.
Yeah, I think we have 4 left from the session and then we did 2 Elvis covers because we're in Elvis's house. Of course, you got to play some Elvis tunes. So I don't know what we'll do with them. Maybe they'll be on the net. I don't know. But like I said, the guys, just being in Elvis's house was very inspiring, and we were on fire. The guys were definitely on fire. Like, the first 10 songs I brought in, they did in 4 days. Like, I was like, okay, we have it for a month. Why don't y'all take a week off, see if I can come up with something else? We didn't set out to do a double album. It just so happened that way. Yeah.
You guys and what you're doing with music's history. I mean, Tesla went over there to Abbey Road. You're in Elvis's house. I think this is such a great connection to what the history of music is all about.
I agree. And once again, it's nothing but honoring and learning from history, you know, whether it's spiritual, political, religious, anything. I love history, and I love learning from it and experiencing how they did it, because our history they got from their history, so it's passed down. If that makes sense.
Did you film any of that to where we can have a documentary, The Fans?
Oh, we did document the whole thing.
Good.
Yes, we were like, well, hold on, we're going to Elvis's house, we're documenting this, so hopefully that gets done in the next month or two, finishes it up. Yeah, and it kind of gives the history of Collective Soul, but it's also about us being in Elvis's house. You know, I'm the only man that's ever slept in Elvis's bedroom, which is, you know, forget that we recorded there and I wrote songs in his house, but I slept in his bedroom. I hung my clothes in his closet.
Wow. See, I love that, because even with Bohemian Rhapsody, when they went into that house to do, the songs and stuff, it's like I wanted to be there, and that's why I was asking about this. Did you film it? Because now I have to be there, and you're going to do that for us.
Yeah, I mean, I sang where Elvis sang. I mean, it was acoustically treated. RCA made a studio basically for him. It was just a room. He liked to record in big rooms. So I knew exactly where he sang, so I would sit myself there and sing and try to do my best. Then I'd sit at his pool and have a microphone and sing songs out there.
Wow. Ed, when you come to town on September 19th, we got to get together for a face-to-face, because I would love to just talk music with you, because you've got it in your soul, and it needs to just grow everywhere.
Oh, man, thank you so much. So kind of you. And let's do that. We'll go get us a nice little pint somewhere and just chit-chat.
Excellent. You be brilliant today, okay, sir?
You too, brother. Thank you.